So welcome back to a brand new Carpinion. It's been a while, I know. Let's get straight into it, no hesitation. The rods and reels I've had for 3 or 4 months now, I've been using them all over the place. The reel in particular I have used pretty much everywhere, including Cape Verde off the beach fishing for sharks. I've used it there when I was spinning and float fishing. Didn't like the salt water that much, unfortunately, as we knew it wouldn't. And then the rods paired with the reel I've used all over my, well, on every fishing session since I got them. I haven't even picked up the 12 footers. Tells you something, doesn't it? So here they are. Here's one of them, should I say. This is the Extricator 10ft MLT rod, cork handle, because cork handles, and then the Extricator 5000 reel. We'll start with the reel first. It's got a magnesium body, aluminium spool. This one's loaded with the Ridge Monkey fluorocarbon. We're doing a separate Carpinion on that one. That's the reel there. Lovely black body, quite an old school look on the reel, with the aluminium spool, black body, and a wooden handle as well. The handles are fixed, not folding. Front drag on the reel, and then the back wire lever is underneath the back there. The reel itself is really well built. It feels very sturdy and very robust in the hands. The drag is free running in about 2 turns, turn and a half maybe, 1.5 full turns, something like that, and it makes a lovely pinging sound as well, which makes it feel even sturdier. You get a line clip on the spool as well, on the side there, a little aluminium line clip. I haven't had a fault with the reels whatsoever as of yet. They're casting really well. It's quite a deep spool for a little reel, but it doesn't hinder the casting ability whatsoever. I've probably been using these at the maximum range of, I don't know, 80 yards, and it's flying out there easily. You could easily get 100 yards with these things quite happily. But that's the reel, amazing little reel, and it fits and matches onto the Extricator rod perfectly. As I said, this one's a 10 foot. They also come in 9 foot, and there's a 6 foot version available as well, with the cork handle and the black handles as well. You can get them in either of those. Personally, I think the black handle with the aluminium, I think the cork handle with the aluminium spool on the Extricator reel looks absolutely beautiful. So that's my little setup. I chose a 10 foot rods. Obviously I've used 12 foot rods since birth, really. I chose a 10 foot rods. I was too scared to go down to the 9 foots, so I went for the 10 foots, and I haven't noticed a difference from using these compared to a 12 foot rod at all for the fishing that I do personally anyway. Obviously if you're fishing 160 yards, you're not going to want a 10 foot rod, but the lakes that I'm fishing are all relatively small. No bigger casts than 100 yards in any of them, and this does the purpose really well. Really handy as well for getting in little sneaky swims, little side swims, getting baits underneath trees, walking out and then placing them in underneath the snag is a lot easier with the 10 foot rod. Also, if you're in a bit of a confined swim, casting a 12 foot rod overhead can be a bit sketchy if you've got overhanging trees. 10 foot rod really helps with that. They are marked as a test curve. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. I'm not going to really hazard a guess because it'd probably be wrong, but I'm casting out 4 ounce leads with these without an issue at all. PVA bags, fly out with them without too much difficulty as well. So that's the stats on them. On to the finer details, shall we say. Build quality, it's Wychwood, so it's going to be really good build quality. All the whippings on the eyes are all perfect, there's no blemishes there. The seat handle is absolutely perfect. I've scratched this one a little bit myself, and then the cork's really well fitted as well, with a lovely little metal end cap on the end with the Wychwood logo on the back there. It does have a line clip on the rod, a little standard sort of carbon line clip on the side there. I personally don't really use them that often. I use other manufacturers' line clips, but it has a built-in line clip, so you can clip it up nice and easily. I've been using them, like I say, for a few months now, and I'm going to be hard pushed to get the 12 footers back out with the pen reels on. I don't think I need them unless I take a trip down south or go to a big open pit somewhere. I don't think I'm going to need them. The reel holds plenty of line. It holds, I'll read it off the spool because I can't remember exactly what it is. So she holds 0.28 millimeters or 10 pounds, 300 meters 0.3mm or 12 pound, 237 meters, 0.35 or 15 pound, 173 meters. So it holds more line than you'll probably ever need for this sort of size setup. They're really good as well for lure fishing. Obviously the setup itself, you can use it for anything, can't you? It doesn't have to be just carp, but I'm going to be using these for all my stalking, bottom bait fishing and things like that. I'm going to get another one, so I'm going to get another Extricator and probably the 9-foot rod for surface fishing and things like that. Like I say, they do the 6-foot rod as well for the really little sneaky spots that you want to get into with a really mobile angler. Packed down obviously into a 5-foot length, really easy to transport around, doesn't hang over your barrow too much. Final thoughts on them, I'm really happy. As I've said a few times during the video, I don't see myself changing back to a 12-foot rods for a very long time unless there's a very specific circumstance that I need them for. I've also been using this for my marker float work and a little bit of spod work as well. So they're a very, very versatile little rod, little setup, absolutely perfect. Nice and light as well. There we go. Wychwood Extricator 1000 FD reel and Wychwood Extricator 10-foot MLT rod. Big tick, really good. Now on to the new bit of this video that is going to start from here. Obviously I now work in the tackle trade, so if you would like one of these or to see these and you're local to myself in Crewe, come to HF Angling. We will have them in stock and you can have a play with them, see what you think, and you can even buy them if you want to. Very good little setup. 10-foot, 9-foot rods are getting ever more popular nowadays from other manufacturers like your Nashes, your Scopes and things like that. Wychwood, I think they brought these onto the market, it was quite a while ago. I think it might have been as long ago as 2004. I might be wrong with that, I'm sure it's quite a while ago, and they brought them on the market for boat work, which obviously a shorter rod on boats, a lot easier for landing a fish with a shorter rod on a boat. Then obviously the craze of short rods and compact setups, moving around, roaming, angling, things like that, brought them back onto the normal everyday anglers scene as well, shall we say. So there we go, that's them, the Wychwood Extricator rod and reel combo. Fantastic bit of kit. If you're looking for a small setup, check these out.